Next is Aurora. Infections. Okay, she found the right one. Shout out to Dave. Shout out to Dave for the request on this one. I could not do this one on Wednesday. I was supposed to. I think we did a different Aurora song or something on Wednesday. But I couldn't find the right exact perfect video. But I think Mal found the right exact one. So shout out to her. Shout out to her. Always appreciate you, Mal. Always appreciate you, Mal. And I always appreciate Dave. You know what I mean? Shout out to him for sure. Shout out to him for all the requests. Like I said, I don't think that he's picked a song that I didn't like. You know what I mean? He picks a lot of Aurora. He does pick a lot of Aurora. But the other stuff he's given me too, fucking gold, man. That one song, I'm telling you. That one song, that one girl. Oh, man, what's her name? I can't even remember. I see your tears when I cry. That song. Oh, my God, so good. Dave gives me some fire. He does. He does. Shout out to Dave. Let's check out Infections of a Different Kind. Haik. I'm sure there's probably a way to pronounce that. I'm not the guy to do it. But yeah, it looks like this takes place in the middle of the forest. So let's check it out.
It's a feeling growing all with time, like a restless in the leaves coming down. The world is a hole and we all seem to fall and down under. And the universe is growing tall, and we are caving into dreams of this space. Unfolding our arms cannot do any harm. Violent contractions. And if there is a God, would we even know his name? Shake his head and turn away.
That's me right there, fam. Y'all don't even know. Where was he? This guy right here? That's me at the show. That's me at the show for sure. With the beanie on. My hair wouldn't be that straight, though. My hair wouldn't be that straight. This song... This song hits different in the forest. You know what I mean? It hits different in the forest. She's over here talking about like if there's a God and stuff. And if there's a God, like he would shake his head and be ashamed. I think that's the reality. I think it's the reality, you know, is for those people out there in the world that believe in God, do you really think that he's happy with the way that things have turned out? You know what I mean? Like, you know, thousands of years, thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years. And this is like as far as we've got. I've said this like so many different times on the channel, of like, you know, the fact that we're still having these same discussions, like at in today's present time frame. We're like not even like 100 years ago, like some of the discussions we would have then, 100 fucking years ago. Some of the ones that we didn't even start talking about till like 20 or 30 years ago. Like, you guys are like, some people might remember there was a day and age when like the idea of like, even in some places still, the idea of even just talking about mental health is something that like is a no-no. That you're sick and you should be locked up if you got mental health issues. You know what I mean? When the reality is, it's literally a part of everybody's life. Mental health is not just for sick people. It's your mental health. You know what I mean? But like, it's still kind of taboo in a lot of parts of the world to even talk about. And that's just that. That's just that. My God, let's not even talk about like, you know, all the racial divide or like the women's suffrage movement, you know, the struggles of women in the world. You know what I mean? Like, we won't even touch about those things. There's some countries that have never made any strides with that stuff. So, but, you know, I'm going to keep my comments to myself. All I'm going to say is that, like I said, this song just kind of, it hits a little different in the woods, yo. It hits a little different in the woods.
And turn away, so belong to us all. Be God in the shape of a girl who walks this world. And I beg to be drained from the pain I have sold myself in, so I can stay. Okay, and more than okay for a while. Infections of a different kind. The world has been attacked by our pain. If I am the world, then why would I hurt all that is living? And if there is a God, would he then believe in us? No.
If there was a God, would he believe in us? No. You know what I mean? Like, you can't even believe in your neighbor, let alone believe in humanity. You know what I mean? Like, that's the more sad truth of it, is the fact that, like, we can't even decide as human beings to, like, unite over, like, anything. You know what I mean? Like, it's that's the sad reality, is like there is just so much division amongst human beings. You know what I mean? We're always looking for reasons to, like, put up walls with people, even though connection is what we all strive for. We all strive for connection. We just want we want to connect with people who believe exactly what we believe, though. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of the bigger problem, is we are looking for people to believe exactly what we believe, and then we will also let you in and have connection with us. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people are too afraid to connect with people that they don't have anything in common with. How are you supposed to ever learn and grow if you don't ever talk to anybody that talks about something that you don't know anything about? I feel like I'm a broken record about some of this stuff, guys. I feel like I just say it all the time. It's the music. It brings it out of me. You know what I'm saying? I know. If I would go back a little bit, I wouldn't miss so much. I'm sorry. That what people do in the moment, it just make me laugh a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, what is everybody doing? This girl is fully entranced. This guy is off in the distance, and this girl is just smiling away. You know what I mean? Like, everybody is experiencing this in different ways, which, again, a very sobering song in the middle of the woods where everybody's kind of like in this unique environment where it's like, what is everybody even going to do? How does anybody respond to these things in the moment? It's very unique. Like I said, guys, I've said it about 15 times already. The song just hits a little different in the woods.
Hello, belong to us all. Be God in the shape of a girl who walks this world.
One person singing along. Nobody else. I haven't seen anybody else sing along. There's only been one person that sung along so far, and it was that lady. Shout out to her. Shout out to her, because she was doing that whole, like, I'm a saint, but so it doesn't bother people. You know what I mean? Like, I normally kind of try to do that too, but I will say, last year there was one show that I did not give zero fucks about how loud I was singing, and everybody around me was like looking. You know what I mean? Like, you know, this is one of those times where if anybody sings out loud, like, people are gonna hear you. You know what I mean? They definitely hear you. You know what I mean? Like, so shout out to her. Shout out to her for not being able to stop herself. She had to sing along to her favorite song. You know what I mean?
In the shape of a girl who walks this world, and I beg to be dreamed.
I was gonna say she over here fighting the tears back. She's uncomfortable energy. You know what I mean? She's over here like, oh my god, I'm gonna fucking fall. I don't want to do it right now. She's over here thinking like, I have the worst cry face. You know what I'm saying? But she doesn't though. She doesn't though. Like it's very endearing. Like you can just see all the emotion in her face. You know what I'm saying? Let the tears out, girl. Let them out.
I beg to be drained from the pain I have sold myself in, so I can stay. Oh, okay, and more than okay, for a while, just for a while. This is the breath. We are the breath.
Oh my god. There's like a lot of moments like in her music where like you just kind of like get entranced and you just kind of get lost. You know what I mean? It really, again, depends on the vibe of the Aurora song because she got a little bit of everything. But there's a lot of them where you're just kind of like, whoa. And like I said, I'm a big fan of like her music for sure, and the aspect that I love so much how she just adds like vocal melodies. You know what I mean? Where she just harmonizes and those are like the backgrounds or the layerings of the vocals that they do, like for like, you know, the ad libs and whatnot, like in the tracks those ways. But you know, when she just starts harmonizing, it's just like this. It's so unique. You know what I mean? Like there's a ton of great vocalists out there and a ton of great singers, but like there's like only one Aurora. You know what I mean? And I feel like that she's special and different. Again, just kind of pulls you into a world a little bit where I feel like she's like one of the only that like she's just so unique in that way. You know what I mean? And again, like her music is always very thought-provoking in nature, whether or not, you know, I understand the points of the songs or what she was trying to write about or whatever. But I also love the fact that she is like, you know, the biggest component of people wanting to just take away whatever they're going to take away from it. So, and like I said, I just feel like a lot of emotion in her music. And like I said, even if I don't understand what the fuck she's trying to say, I feel it. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm looking for, is just to be able to feel it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I appreciate it. Ashleyna has joined the chat. Shout out to her. She is much better at talking about Aurora than I am. You know what I mean? She's got a lot more of a deep history with her too. You know what I mean? I'm trying to catch up. Shout out to her. Shout out to Ashleyna. I think that's all I got for this one, guys. Be kind to a stranger. Tell somebody that you love them. And if you haven't joined the Foxtrot family, there's always room. Are you?